Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. David here with another cryptocurrency update. And this is going to be the first video that we are giving to you from Casa de Ripple. Welcome, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Everybody who liked and commented and subscribed from the last video that we did from our live stream, the last two live streams. And a special shout out not only to all of the silent commenters and all of my subscribers and followers, but to the lifeboats just came in and commented on our video. So thank you very much, Lifeboats, Sam I Am, for coming in and trying to set the record straight. Today's video, I want to try and cover a couple of different topics, okay? In regards to the world debt in an entirety, okay? So we have to look at USA, Germany, Italy, France, China, all of these countries. If we are going to save ourselves from an economic recession or collapse, like everybody is saying is going to come, how do we do that? What are the possibilities that the world, all of the countries and the continents have to work together to save the economic financial system? But we're going to start today's video with a simple question. Now, everybody watching this video is going to have a different idea or time frame of adoption or success. Everybody has a different idea of what that level of success is, whether or not you're a Bitcoin optimist or maximalist, or you're a cryptocurrency supporter in and of itself as a whole, or if you're just specifically like an XRP holder. Obviously, everybody's going to have a different idea. Start the conversation down below. What's the coin you hold? Why? And what are you waiting for as far as usage, advancement, adoption, or technology to help bring your cryptocurrency to the forefront? But today's question is going to be a simple question, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. We're just about to dive deep into the details. How many XRP will it take to make $1 million? Now, this is why I brought up everybody having a differing idea of what mass adoption or utilization or price points are, or what the size of the possible entire market is. All of these things are different to everybody. So, starting from today with XRP trading at around 32 cents, what is it going to take for you to make $1 million? How many XRP is that going to require from you? And at what point can you sell out to achieve that $1 million? So we're going to go ahead and start this off with some numbers. Some of you guys really love numbers and others hate it. Okay. So if you're somebody that really hates going through the numbers or enjoying the calculations or trying to look at this market as something positive, I suggest fast forwarding this video. Honestly, or just clicking off entirely. But if you're not one of those people, like this video, share, and definitely comment down below what you think. $84,000 gets you 263,000 XRP. General numbers, okay? If you were to sell that $84,000 worth of XRP, if you sold that 263,000 XRP, at the all-time high, meaning if you bought in now at 32 cents and you held that 84,000 all the way until we reached all-time highs again, guess what? Your $84,000 would be worth $1 million. Okay, so we're talking about more than a 10x, almost an 11 or 12x, 11 point something times return. That's from investing 84,000 and holding that 84,000 until XRP reaches an all-time high again. I calculated at $83.80. Okay, $21,000 gets you 66,666 XRP. If you sold that XRP at $15 each, that gets you, take a guess, $1 million. $21,000 gets you 66,000 XRP. And if you hold that XRP until the price reaches $15, that $21,333 is going to be worth $1 million. $3,200 gets you 10,000 XRP. If you sold all of those 10,000 XRP at $100 an XRP, if you spent $3,200 and for some reason this market turned back on Your $3,200, your 10,000 XRP, if you sold it at $100 in XRP, would be worth $1 million. So again, the numbers are progressively getting lower. As you can see, we started off, you'd have to invest $84,000 to sell out at an all-time high, you know, to get $1 million. You'd have to invest $21,000 to sell out at $15 to get $1 million. You'd have to invest $3,200 to get 10,000 XRP today to sell it at $100 in XRP to net you $1 million. $1,280 gets you 4,000 XRP today. That's a crazy amount of XRP. And if your crazy amount of XRP turned into a crazy XRP price of $250 an XRP, your $1,280 is going to turn into $1 million. Now, here's the one that I think everybody was waiting for. The 589. I had to do 589. For those of you that are going to get annoyed, oh, that we're trying to feed off of Variable Guy or the Riddlers or whatever. No, we're creating a whole new channel here, guys. This is something new, okay? So, $543 gets you 1,697 XRP. And if you sold that 1,697 XRP at $589, it'd be worth $1 million. We're talking about turning $543 into $1 million. So the question is what side of this equation do you guys sit on? Do you sit on the side of the equation that really honestly believes that traditional investments are the way to go? Are you the type of person who's sitting surrounded by traditional investors of the stock, the bond, the real estate, and the metals markets, and they're telling you get out of crypto, get out of crypto? They could be right, okay? Just like some people come onto the videos and they're upset when I make my own opinionated insertion of my views into some of my own videos, and people get frustrated with that. No, understand, everybody, like I said earlier, is going to have a different idea of what this is going to do in its adopted ranges, in its utilized ranges. And so that's why we get into these numbers, because everybody's going to invest something different. If you're going to put in $500 or if you're going to put in $10,000 or $84,000, understand there's levels here. Now, obviously, the person putting in $84,000 to get 263,000 XRP has a way faster return on his money, 10 or 11x. Those are not little numbers to snicker over. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the next section, guys. I want this video to run quick. I want the videos to start running a little bit faster just so that we can kind of keep the attention of some of the people who have shorter attention spans. Get the messages in there, drive it home, just so that we are more likely to share the videos, more likely to comment on the videos if we can fit all the information into a shorter time frame. But I created an idea. I came up with an idea yesterday as I was researching what I'm going to do for this video. And what came to me, honestly, is gold. The fact that gold is the longest running, along with silver, the longest running currencies or money or units of exchange that have existed throughout history. So what are we going to do in regards to the fact that the United States, if you believe that Fort Knox still holds any gold, if you believe that the U.S. hasn't just completely sold all of their gold like Canada did, just in case any of my viewers are in Canada. Canada's out of gold. Canada is a huge miner of gold, not like mining Bitcoin. They actually mine it out of the ground, like out of the mountains, They're one of the biggest producers, but they have sold all of their country's gold reserves. So Canada, in this instance, is going to be in trouble, okay? A lot of countries are going to be in trouble in this instance, but if we want to save the economic world as a whole, we have to come up with a new plan. Here's the new plan that I came up with, and it's called U-Gold, Universal Gold. This is what I wrote out. Take it lightly. I'm going to try to get through it quickly. If the United States, and I wrote United States before I really tried to expand this to the world, but if the United States had any of intention of getting on top of the inevitable collapse in the value of fiat dollar, there is one way to do it: revert back to a gold standard. 1971, we were taken off of the gold standard. We've discussed this before in many of our videos. The gold standard was so important to us. What we would have to do is the world, we brought this up earlier in the video, $247 trillion in debt. And that outweighs every single country's gold reserves by exponential multiples, okay? Meaning there's more debt than there is gold ownership in every country. No question. The U.S. with 8,133 tons, Germany with 3,371 tons, Italy with 2,451 tons, and France with 2,436 tons. Understand, this is one way to get this done. If we were to take the $247 trillion in accumulated world debt that all of the countries have now, the $22 trillion from the U.S., and then all of the trillions of dollars and then hundreds of billions of dollars in debt that all of the other countries have, that are debt that they hold with other countries. So the U.S. holds debt with China, China holds debt with Japan, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just this big circle of debt, okay? If we were to just, I don't want to say go basically call that system bankrupt, but if we were to basically forgive the $247 trillion in debt, allow the countries that possess all of this gold to peg their new currency, so each one of these countries would be nationalizing a new digital currency that would be physically backed by the actual gold, so that we wouldn't have like a run on banks and you wouldn't have $22 trillion worth of American bills that would be sent back to America and then exchanged for gold. No, it cannot work like that. We have to forgive the whole entire debt as a whole, okay? So let's get back into this here. Call back all fiat paper dollars from around the world in exchange for the new U-Gold pegged, physically backed dollar, okay? My dogs. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but they're in the room just behind me, and I took all the furniture out of there, so they're probably just running around and tearing up blankets and stuff. So anyway, there we go. So like I said, for the U-Gold new dollar pegged to physical gold held by the U.S. or respective countries. So understand, like I said, if you can get rid of the debt, issue a new currency, back that new currency by the gold. Now, the gold price inevitably would have to increase. Now, this is one of the things that we need to discuss. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to, like we're talking about with XRP. XRP is going to have like a stability, a price of stability, a price in which it should not go under if we want to have liquidity and transactability through the market. The XRP or the dollar or the euro has to have stability if it's going to be looked at as any type of asset class to be utilized in transferring value or assets or time or money or information. Understand that. So everything changed in 1964 when we took the world currencies off of physical backing and placed them into the ultimate destiny of insolvency. When you look at an asset class like gold and silver, the prices that are consistently fluctuating, you have to ask yourself, why in 1963 and before that, your bank account would have been filled with gold and silver? And today, it's barely even filled with the paper money that you think is in there. Understand what I just said. 1963 and before, when the world was on the gold standard, your bank accounts were filled with gold and silver coins, the bills you held in your pocket. Look up a picture of a gold note, of a United States Treasury gold certificate or silver certificate. They're promissory notes entitling the bearer of the note to one gold coin or one silver coin in exchange for this paper bill. So that will inevitably have to be something we move back to if we want to have any type of future forward-looking statements when it comes to what's going to happen within this cryptocurrency space. Like I said, the prices, and so the way that we look at gold and silver, understand that gold and silver is the stability. Gold and silver, for the existence of history, has been the asset class that we use to value our time and value our goods and value our services. It was not just a piece of paper with things written on it that was a guarantee from the U.S. government as opposed to an asset backing the currency. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Comment down below. Let me know if you're kind of picking up what I'm laying down in regards to the fact that we can cancel all the debt. We can issue new currencies. We can back the fiat paper currencies with gold and with silver and with a newly founded and understood digital currency. We're in the age of adoption, okay? We're in the age of institutional players developing technologies and retail clients looking for outlets and avenues to save money, expedite payments, transfer value, liquidity, and your time and your products and your goods and services. These are all things that are going to be coming. Guys, thank you so much for joining today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please do like the video, share it. Please do follow me on Twitter if you guys have a Twitter. It's Ripple XRP Social. Today's video was fun. It's fun going through the numbers, honestly. And I tried not to go too crazy because if I wanted to, the $543 that we invested to get 1,697 XRP and selling out at $589 to get $1 million, I could have made that price. I could have said that we're going to buy 263,000 XRP and then sell that 263,000 XRP at $589 each. Somebody do the math. If you're still watching this video right now, 16 minutes in, we're looking at 263,000 XRP that you're going to be selling out at $589. Or, you know what? Whatever the calculation is that you want to make. Go ahead and leave that down below in the comment section. I hope you guys have a blessed day, beautiful morning, a great evening, or a beautiful and spiritual afternoon. And I'll see you guys definitely in the next episode at another Ripple Effect. Follow me on Twitter, share the video, like the video, start the conversation down below. Thanks, guys.